to the community. He was there on Thursday speaking to the people from Babadogo, and he said that, of course, he wants that ground to be used for sporting activities, and that ground should be given back to the community and to nurture talent. I want us to get into our conversation this afternoon, and it's all about rugby, sevens rugby to be particular, because the national 15-a-side team, the Simbas, is in action at the moment, and they're taking on Algeria in the third place playoff in Rugby Africa Cup that is taking place in Uganda. Remember, Kenya lost to Zimbabwe 28-23 last week, so Kenya will not be the final. Zimbabwe will be taking on Namibia. But that aside, we'll be waiting to see whether Kenya finishes third. But our focus is on sevens rugby this afternoon. And in the studio, I'm joined with Leslie Mangale, who's the tournament's director, Kenya Rugby Union. Good afternoon, Leslie. Good to have you back on Scoreline.
Always happy to be here.
Yes.
It's my pleasure. And thank you for always shining a spotlight on sports.
Yes. And also Kizi from Kenya Breweries.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
First time here?
Yes.
Good to have you.
Thank you.
Yes, let's talk about, the seventh season. It's beginning next weekend in Driftwood. Kizi, you guys have decided that, KBL, we want to be part and parcel of the seventh circuit. Why?
So I would say we are part of the seventh circuit because, one, it's rooted in Kenyan culture, which is, we've always been pro-rugby.
Yes.
Yes, and sports in general. So we are passionate about it because it's rooted in Kenyan culture. It's what we want, it resonates with our brand, Tusker, which is the flagship brand that we're sponsoring the sport with. So we just wanted to meet our consumers where they are most engaged, which is on the pitch or on the stands, and as they're enjoying the game, they're able to also enjoy their Tusker.
Are you a rugby fan?
Somehow. I'm learning the sport.
You're learning the sport. Leslie, Driftwood Sevens opens the seventh season. As a federation, what are the preparations for this, this whole season that we're having?
Yeah, so as a federation, we've really put in our all to make sure that this year's circuit is a successful one. As you can see, we've been able to have partners coming on board to support us to be able to do that. On the logistical end, our secretariat have been able to do a stellar job just to ensure that everything runs smoothly. Our hosts, the likes of Mombasa and the others, have been able to do a very good job to plan and ensure that all the stakeholders are actually being taken care of and make sure that we're having a successful circuit.
Kizi, is it all about, the first leg of the seventh season, or are you going fully, immersed into the full season?
We're doing the full season. So, of course, Driftwood is the first, and next we're going to have Prince Lou.
Yes.
But yeah, be ready for action and expect Tusker to be there in the full circuit. That's from Driftwoods up to Dala. Yeah.
Yes, of course, a number of legs that are involved in the National 7 Series. And as I had said earlier, Leslie is no stranger to Scoreline. He's been here a number of times. And Leslie, when we talk about, sevens, one big question is, are we using the seventh circuit, just as a tournament, or there is something that the union sees from the new players that, can be spotted and can be injected into the national side?
Yeah, that's a very good question. As a federation, we actually use our local circuit to be able to identify talent. And of course, from last season and this season, we've been able to bring in statistics. So we have a partner who's doing stats, and that actually helps us be very deliberate in how we are identifying new talent coming in. When you look at from last season, we're able to identify 2 teams. That's the Shuja and Morans. And it is a local circuit that allows us to just look at the new talent coming in, and we're able to pick that up, support it, and eventually that is what we use in our national teams. Robinson.
Leslie, while we're still on it, I know today there's Kitale Sevens. I know there are a number of sevens tournaments across the country, but what makes Driftwood special?
Well, Mombasa. I mean, Driftwood has always been a party, and of course, having our experienced partner with us here, Driftwood has always been the place to be if you want to go and enjoy your rugby, your sherehe, just to do, for example, if you're from Nairobi, you want to do a good road trip, you want to go and relax a bit, Driftwood is the best experience for you to be able to go and just have that sherehe and enjoy sports and come back to the city and uendelee kung'ang'ana.
Are you sure you'll not be locked out you'll not be locked out before you are coming back to Mombasa subway in Makupa? You'll not be locked out. But Kizi, beyond financial support, I mean, what unique experience, is Tusker bringing to Tusker and Kenya Brewers bringing to, the Seventh Circuit?
So we are expecting the attendees of the Driftwood Sevens they should just come and they should expect a very good experience in the evening. So we are going to be having what we call the Tusker Village, and we'll have acts. So they just come ready with their best dancing shoes. That's what I'd say. Come enjoy good music, good vibes. It's going to be a very, very great experience. So let them come. It's a surprise. They'll come see what we have in store for them. But I don't want to say anything too much. I want to keep the suspense. Because
you can't keep the suspense.
You can.
Why?
Let them watch out on our pages, our Instagram pages. Let them watch out to see what are we bringing for them, so that they can anticipate and know that we're going to. They definitely know Tusker always throws down a great event.
As Kenya Breweries, it's not only rugby.
Yeah.
You are big in sports, and not only rugby but other sports. What can you say about that?
So I'd say with Tusker in particular, so we do sports, of course, across.
Tusker in particular,
but Tusker in particular, we have football and we have rugby.
I don't want to put you to the sports because yesterday you fired 10, or not fired, but parted ways with 10 players. I don't want to go into that, but let's talk about why you are big into sports.
So we're big into sports because, as I said earlier, it resonates with the brand and what Tusker is trying to do. So with Tusker, we believe that each Kenyan should stand tall and be able to live their dream fully, right? And with that, we try to partner and resonate with teams and sports that have that in their DNA.
There's that oomph.
Yes, that oomph, yes, exactly. Yes. So if you look at rugby, that's what rugby does. It just brings Kenyans together. You're supporting, you're rallying Kenyans together. So that is what we want to do, and that's what Tusker stands for. We want to bring that national pride and just make sure that Kenyans have that togetherness and have something that they support as a team, as one. Yeah, so that is why we do support sports.
Will you allow me to take the next 3 questions with Leslie?
No problem.
3 questions with Leslie. Leslie, let's talk about the 7th series, rather the 7th circuit in the country. We begin with the Driftwood, the Prinsloo, and we've seen that this series always gives birth to new players that are scouted, or also they get into, they get an opportunity to get into the national team. But what is different from the 2024, 2025-2026 season that is different from the 2024-2025 season?
Yeah, so I think one unique factor that differentiates 2024 to 2025 is the fact that, one, we have an experiential partner that is coming in all through the season. We also have a title sponsor who's always been with us, and they're bringing in more support. So you'll be seeing a lot of different things that will be happening around the game, the experience of the game, and how we are actually shining the spotlight on the players. So for us, this time around, we want the player to be key. So any activity that you will see us doing for this year's circuit, you'll actually realize that we're actually focusing on the player. So we want to focus on the player, we want the spotlight to be on the player, and we want the player to be able to benefit from this circuit. Yeah.
At the same time, we have the national school games. Are you going to attend them?
Definitely.
They're very emotional, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
We
and as a union, what are you intending to see during the national school games? Because we have rugby involved, sevens rugby, because first term is 15s, second term is sevens.
Yes. So for us, we're looking at ways of identifying talent quite early. So we are actually in the process of onboarding a management system that will actually enable us start getting in touch with the players at high school level. We'll be able to monitor them through. We'll be able to see the statistics from when they were in high school, monitor them through, and now we'll be able to intervene in case of perhaps if we see we need more props, perhaps if we need more fly halves, then we are able to intervene because now we have the information. So by getting into the high school level, we're able to get statistics from that point, and that is how we're actually coming in. We're also training coaches at high school level. So we have programs that we are taking on teachers. We're able to train them in coaching and in refereeing so that we're able to get the level of play that is at that level to just go up.
Listen, which high school are you in?
I schooled in Nairobi. I was in Sunshine Secondary School.
Sunshine?
Yes.
Did you have rugby?
Yes. I was actually the captain.
You are the captain?
Yes. Which school were you in?
No, I schooled far away from Nairobi, almost 100 kilometers away from Nairobi. Okay. But we did not have rugby. We were big on basketball.
Yes.
So, Kizi, before we wrap up these interviews, because I have two more questions for Leslie, but still on you. Why is it that you come year in, year out, you are, pushing Seventh Circuit?
So the reason why we are supporting, and we've continuously supported, is because we believe in that, what Leslie and KRU is doing, and even the clubs, in developing that from the grassroots levels. So you want to empower these people from, as Leslie said, from when they're in high school, you're able to empower them, and even when they get into the circuits and they play and end up in the Shuja teams and Simbas, that is what we want. And that is part of what we keep on saying. You want each Kenyan to stand tall so that they're able to live their dream and pursue what they
Sometimes there
believe
are frustrations that, our teams don't perform better the way we want at the international level. Does that also boil down to, you guys?
I wouldn't say it does. Reason being, you do your best. So you put your best foot forward. You're able to support where you can. And of course, you rally them. You keep on cheering them and championing whatever they're doing. As you saw, even in Olympics, we sponsored and we were there just to make sure that the sport and everything that Kenyans are doing in sports is able to be seen on the world stage. So all that, it trickles down. So if you support the grassroots levels, they're able to get to the international stage. So it's a process. Yeah,
definitely supporting on the grassroots level, getting to the international stage. Now that we are talking about the international stage, the national 15s rugby team, Simbas, is playing at the moment, taking on Algeria. And before we began the show, Leslie was watching that match. And we were talking about some aspects, and I want Leslie to, tell us the game against Zimbabwe. Everybody thought that, Kenya was going to win it. Zimbabwe did a comeback. But Leslie, when you look at rugby in particular, not sevens, not 15s, but rugby as a game in the country, where are we at?
If you ask me, we're actually making strides. We understand where the problem is, and the first step of trying to solve any issue that may be there, especially with sports, it's for you to understand where you need to intervene on, and that is why I keep on alluding to the statistics issue. Initially, we just used to select players, But now we want to be very, very deliberate, and we want to make decisions from an informed point of view. And that is why we're very, very big in making sure that we're having statistics that are able to inform decisions that we make. And in the long run, that will go a long way in just improving the state of our teams. And that goes across every sport, not just rugby.
Yeah, definitely. Statistics are always part and parcel of every sport. Kizi, the 7th season is here. Before we wrap up this interview, which tournament are you particularly looking forward to? We have Driftwood.
Can I choose 2?
Yes.
Or like,
and
does it have to be 1?
If you choose 2, you tell us why.
Okay, 1, Driftwoods, definitely, because as Leslie said, it's the place where it has the vibes. You're at the coast, the weather is beautiful, you can get to have beach vibes, come back, enjoy your sherehe. Yes, exactly. And the second one is Dala.
Yes.
Because Dala has the energy, it just has its own vibe, you know? So I think those 2 are the best that I would really, really, I would choose.
Oh, you're not looking forward to Prince Lou?
I am. It's just, you asked me to choose.
Yes.
Those are
those 2 are
like my favorites.
Out of town.
Yes.
The experience is different.
It's very different.
Yes.
The vibes, the energy, it's amazing. If you attended Driftwoods last year, I think, and we were lucky that All Blacks was playing that Sunday, so we got to watch the game, you know, on a big screen. Got to have that, and then we had the sherehe later on. So it was a good vibe. It was a very good mix. So that's exactly what I'm looking forward to.
How many tickets are you giving me?
Tutaongea kando. Nyuma ya hema.
Leslie,
yes,
last season,
okay.
Of course, Harlequins were the champions.
Yes.
The year before that, it was Cabras.
Yes.
I mean, we've seen, you know, every season, it's like we have new champions. What does this mean about the level of competition that we have when you talk about, you know, the 7th circuit?
Yeah, rightfully so. It goes to speak to the level of competition that is there, and the amount of preparedness that actually goes into the 7's program. This shows that most of our coaches actually take this program very, very seriously, and they're able to do good pre-seasons. We just had our transfer season concluding, I think, a week ago, and we're looking to see good movement between the teams. So you'll be surprised to see some players in other teams and other players in other teams, which will be very, very interesting, and it will be a good recipe for good competition. Yeah.
And I want you to get your personal opinion on this. The World Rugby, you know, before the end of the international 7th circuit, they dropped Kenya to, you know, the division level. Does that, you know, hinder that determination from players to taking part in 7th rugby?
No, not at all. If anything, it only increases our resolve to go back. I mean, we were able to show when we were relegated what Kenya was made of. And the World Rugby actually changing the format of how the competition is played. That meant that we were relegated to the Tier 2.
Yes.
But for us as Kenya, of course, wanting to stand tall, as Kiza says,
yes,
we are up for it, and we do commit and promise that by next season, you'll actually see us there. And they actually know.
Yes.
They actually know.
Yes. So, as we wrap up this interview, Kiza, what are you looking forward to from Driftwood?
For me, I'd say I'm looking forward to enjoying the game on the pitch, and then seeing what the players are going to do, hoping that may the best team win, let me just say that. and we look forward to the sherehe thereafter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely, that is one of the perks of 7th rugby. Leslie, what are you looking forward to? I know you have a long season to go to look forward to, but what are you anticipating in the 7th circuit?
For me, I'm looking at the fun experience. I want our fans to come and enjoy the game, enjoy the experience, come with your families, come with your friends, enjoy the game. Our competitions are always family friendly, so be sure that there's enough security. We have good support from our partners, the likes of EABL, SportPesa, Amara, that are actually supporting the game. And we are looking forward to a very, very good season. And at the end of it, we'll be able to, select players that will turn out for Shujaa and Morans. And ultimately, that is what we are looking at.
Well, thank you very much, Leslie Mungale, KRU Director of Leagues, Fixtures and Competitions, as well as Keys and PC, who's the brand manager Tusker, for coming and giving us insights on what to expect from the first leg of the National Sevens Circuit that will be taking place in Mombasa. That is Driftwood Sevens. We'll be looking forward to next week, that is the 26th, to see 26th and 27th, to see who comes